You're a bit chirpy. Oh, Spurs won, did they?
Yeah, Spurs are back.
You've not been chirpy for the last 2 months. Now all of a sudden, look at you.
Good team.
You played well, to be fair.
Good
To
team.
be fair, you did play very
Mate,
well.
we're on fire.
You
in
were.
the Champions
you played
League.
well. I know the red card helped, but actually before then...
Before that,
No, you're right. But if you can't do that to a team that 10 men when you're on fire, and you got the second goal, I mean, the only disappointing complaint I suppose you'd have is, where's the third?
Yeah, it should have been 3 or 4.
But you take it, mate, all day long. A win's a win. Dominic Solanke. You never see Messi score those goals, mate.
No, Puskas award winner.
Honestly,
Give it to him now. Forget
finish.
Dembele's one. This is the goal of the season.
Yeah.
He scored 3 touches in 1 movement.
Yeah, that's
unbelievable.
It was almost like a backward step over. Yeah. It comes off his heel. Keeper didn't know where the ball was, to be fair. Neither did he. Did he? He didn't know where the ball was.
If anyone else could replicate that goal, I think it would be you.
I'd have a go.
Yeah.
Come off my left foot, hit my shin, come off, and go my own goal. It's a clearance.
But to be fair, Spurs, come on, give us some credit.
No, I just said, mate, you played well up until the red card.
More credit, though.
Well, I'm going to say you played well. The trouble is, where are you in the league table? Hold on.
Well, fourth.
No.
Yeah, Champions League table.
Yeah.
Spurs are the 4th best team in Europe.
You're the 14th worst team in the Premier League.
We are the 4th best team in Europe.
It says 14th here.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Palace above you.
Is it
Palace?
Is it Champions League night? It is
Palace
Champions
above
League night. So I've got the Champions League table in front
listen,
of me.
you deserve credit.
And I've got 4th place in the table.
You deserve credit. You played really well tonight, and you made the point. Where is that Spurs side on a Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock home at West Ham? Where is that team? Where is that energy? Where's that the closing down? And it's so important, right? It feels like you're the sort of team that if you can get out the traps early and build a bit of confidence, and you gain from it, the momentum's with you. But you probably also, they're so fragile, you concede the first, and everyone in the stadium going, oh no, even the players, everyone in the dressing room, everyone in the dugout, here we go again. But you put your foot to the throat and you've got the second goal. And to be honest with you, mate, they're a good side, Dortmund, and you put them to the sword. Even they're down to 10 men, which helps, obviously, but you still got that second goal. And they never really look like scoring, I don't think. One free kick into the box.
They had a couple of chances second half. They sorted themselves out, but we were miles better than them. It is so frustrating, though, being a Spurs fan, when you watch that performance and you're like, right, come on, I see it in the Champions League.
And that's why
we are decent.
That's why you're 14th.
Yeah, I know, but I can't
string performances together.
But why, though? Why?
I mean, that is the $1 million question. It really is. Because actually in Europe, that's when I've seen the best side of Spurs this season.
Yeah.
In Europe.
Well, the last 2 seasons.
You've been good.
We've been brilliant.
But then the league form, I can't believe you're below Palace. Do you know what I mean? It's unfathomable. And if Thomas Frank can get his finger on the reason why it's so different, and we're not just talking about, 1 or 2 results. Your home form in the Champions League is good. Your home form in the Premier League is a disgrace. I can't put my finger on it. No, seriously, there has to be something about the way teams set up in Europe.
I can't get my head around it. Jace, I don't know what I'm watching. Because when I watch us tonight, I enjoy watching Tottenham. The front foot football, the second ball, the energy all over the park, the way we move it seems to be a zip. I just can't understand that when we play in the Premier League, it's nothing like that. I'm watching it.
Agreed.
The fans are different. It feels like the atmosphere is different. The football's different. Everything about it just doesn't. It's like chalk and cheese.
Is it something to do with the lights?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, the lights. When the lights come,
we play under the lights, in the Premier League.
I'm trying to find something, mate. I mean,
I don't know what it is.
No one's got the answer.
I don't know whether it's the atmosphere from the away fans, European fans, Borussia Dortmund, fantastic support, builds a bit of an energy and an atmosphere. I don't know whether it's because it's the Champions League players step up more, but your bread and butter's Premier League football.
Yeah, and it's been going on.
So frustrating.
This sort of thing's been going on. It's before Thomas. This has been going on. Your home form has been going on since Big Ange. You can go back a year ago. Same conversation.
Since we've been into that stadium.
Same conversation you could be having. It's a head scratcher, mate.
Good team though in Champions League, mate. Forced to be reckoned with.
Well, you played you played well tonight, mate.
Could win it.
Well, yeah, you could. I mean, you could also go down this season.
Imagine being Champions League winners in the Championship.
Europe, you're playing Lincoln next season. No, listen, you played well. Credit where credit's due. You played really well, and you deserve the 3 points. And Dortmund, someone said we're watching it on TNT, it's the worst performance they've seen from a Dortmund side in Champions League football in a long time. But that goes credit to Spurs. But then you get the red card. But then you've got to make that 10-man count. You've got to make sure that numerical advantage really does count. And you did. The only thing is, if you really want to be picky, get the third goal. Because if they scored, it would have been a little bit, oh my God, here we go.
Gloss off it.
2-1 with 10 to go. You don't want to be in that situation.
No.
You shouldn't be in that situation.
No, we should have gone 3 or 4.
No, but where credit's due, mate. Well done.
2-0, clean sheet, happy days. Man City, though, stinker.
Well, yeah, it was a strange game. They City started on the front foot really well. But Glimt gave them the respect they deserved. But then Glimt on the break. Wow. Some of their movement. Apparently they were saying the Glimt haven't played. The last time they played, Man City have played 10 games in that period. So because they're in their winter now, right?
Right.
In Norway, right? And someone said in comms, maybe it's down to the fact they've had time off and they're fresher. No. That doesn't wash for me.
They haven't had a game for 41 days, I've just been told.
Yeah, they've played 10 games, City, since they played their last game. But City dominated the ball. They defended ever so well. But when they went on the break, City all over the place at the back. Absolutely all at sea. 3-0, and I know they got the goal back, City, but it could have been 4, could have been 5. And that is the honest truth. No idea what's going on.
Is there a problem there?
Yeah, there is. Oh, yeah. This is.
They've just signed Gay and Semenyo.
Yeah, well, they're not qualified to play now. I think in the knockout stages, I think they can play. I don't think they can play next week.
Yeah,
because the Champions League squad has been picked. So they'll come back. They'll start in the league, right? But there is a problem. You cannot get away from it. The last 3 games. Sorry, the games they played, they've drawn 3, lost 2. That's the last 5 games. Drawn 3 and lost 2. And they got battered 2-0 at Man United. They got battered tonight. Yeah, there's a problem there. And City's title challenge has completely fallen off a cliff. And if that's anything to go by, they're going to be nowhere near good enough to win the Champions League.
All right, Man City fans, want to hear from you. Obviously, a disappointing night. Arsenal win as well. We'll talk about Eze, but I'm going to go to some Spurs fans and phone us up. Marco, Spurs, all right?
Marco?
Yeah, you're right, lads.
How are you, Marco? You happy? You've got to be happy with tonight.
I'll be honest with you, lads. I'm fuming, but I think with you two, I mean, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I mean, Jamie, especially you were calling for the manager's head last week, a few days ago.
Yeah, all right.
And
but I'm not saying...
You're trying to talk to us about, you're working out why the form's different in the Premier League to the Champions League. Well, it's pretty obvious. Well, I mean, the Champions League, we played Slavia Prague at home, Copenhagen at home, Villarreal at home, 3 of the worst teams in the competition this year. And Dortmund were horrendous tonight. They didn't even turn up. They got a red card, which wasn't a red card. They didn't get that.
It's Champions League, though.
So maybe we're talking about 1-1.
Marco, it's Champions League.
What's Champions League?
They're in the Champions League.
Slavia Prague at home, Villarreal at home. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, but
in the Premier League,
Dortmund are better than West Ham.
At home to West Ham.
Yeah, but Dortmund are better than West Ham.
They weren't tonight. Well, I don't know what you're watching. Dortmund
because we made them because we've put in a top performance.
No. They had 10 men, Jamie.
They went down to 10 men half hour into the game. We was all over them.
Okay, yeah, half an hour into the game.
We're all over them, Marco.
If you want to backtrack, Jamie, if you want to backtrack on what you said on Sunday and say, you know what, let's give Frank time now.
No, I'm not saying that. But this has got nothing to do with Thomas Frank. This has got to do with the performance tonight. Why is our performances in the Champions League so much better than the Premier League?
You're talking about. Yeah, but you're coming out saying like, oh, I know it's like half in jest saying Spurs are back and all this, but it doesn't help because we've got the worst manager in our history still sitting there in the dugout, and he's chewing his gum. He's coming out with utter nonsense every single press conference, and this one win, if it sways some fans, that's up to them, but he needs to be sacked immediately.
What's wrong with chewing gum?
It's the way he does it. Have you seen the way he does it?
What do you mean the way he does it? When his jaw goes up and down, you mean?
He does it very aggressively. I'll be honest with you, there's about 50 things I can talk about Thomas Frank about rather than the chewing gum. And I called you guys back in October to tell you that I pretty much didn't want him there.
Right.
I talked about the performances and the red flag.
But listen, Marco, can I just rewind and slow down a little bit? This Jekyll and Hyde Spurs side at home, it's not just this season. It goes back to last season. It goes back to Ange. It goes back to the season before last, actually, if you want to look at your home performances and your results. Nothing short of a disgrace. And this is a pattern. Now, OK, you might make the point they're not as good, but he's right. West Ham aren't Dortmund. Up until the 10 men, right, you still bat them. And I cannot put my finger on why the performances are really, really good in the Champions League and so bad and so bad.
Really good in the Champions League?
Yeah, well, you have been what I've seen. Yeah, you have been.
Table. Marco.
At home, yes, you have.
Which performance? Honestly,
all the games I've seen, to be honest.
Played well.
all the games I've seen this season, I've come away going, say again?
Which game in the Champions League did you think, you know what, we beat Copenhagen, who again, they absolutely didn't turn up. And
well, I mean, that's
team, we're out.
You can't keep just saying, oh, they didn't turn up. Spurs played well. I mean, there has to be some credit that the performance they put in is.
We can give them a bit of credit, right? But the problem is, how can you give them any credit when they're sitting 14th in the Prem?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's a disgrace in the Premier League, and that's why Thomas Frank's job's under pressure. But why? When
he shouldn't be under pressure, though, Jamie. He's had about all the Tottenham fans I know, the hundreds of Tottenham fans. We all said the same thing. How's he not sacked after that West Ham game? It's a disgrace. And now he's going to get the Burnley game. God knows what's going to happen there. And I just feel like they might just end up giving him the rest of the season. And the fans are just, it's just.
But who's going to come in though, Marco? Marco, who comes in?
It doesn't matter because.
Well, of course it matters.
Honestly, it really, really doesn't. No, it doesn't, because anything's better than him. But
that's not true. Is Ryan Mason better than Thomas Frank?
Honestly, Jamie, I would take him over. I'll take you over Thomas Frank right now.
Do you know what the Burnley game?
Please tell me what you've seen in the Premier League.
I've not seen enough. I've not seen enough, and that's why I've been saying he should go. But when I watch us tonight, there is a performance in that team. There's a performance in that team.
Keep him after tonight.
Well, they're not going to sack him, are they?
No. If he loses to Burnley, that may well be the final straw.